What's up guys, csgo tips 31 and let's talk about the 3-1-1 setup on Dust2. 3-1-1 is a really good setup to counter any long aggression and provides very solid A defense. To start off generally, what'll happen in a lot of normal games in your matchmaking games or pugs or whatever, it'll start to go long, you get flashed off of the corner, and for some people their instinct is just fall back to a more passive position such as car, connector, or even on-site A. The problem with that is that the players won't take control of cat in return of getting pushed off of long. If you don't take control of cat, the T's can really easily split you from cat and long and make it really difficult to try to fight both angles. The problem with holding cat is that small sets of utility can really easily push you off of cat. For example, an Xbox smoke, a Reddit smoke, one Molotov either in this nook or more commonly in pro play around this top cat area, along with one or two flashes such as this or even simply as that, are going to push you off of a lot of the angles on cat. If you want to dedicate yourself to fighting cat, you're going to have to fight your way out super hard in close quarter combat with very little cover. This is not generally advisable for CTs to do, so you'd probably want to actually commit to taking long and holding it. Don't get me wrong, the 2-1-2 is definitely a viable way to play CT side of Dust2, but the problem is that you're only going to have two people long and you have to fight for it, and there's more pressure on these people to get at least 3 kills to make it a relatively easy round for the CTs. And please, please, please stop playing one long and one cat. You're literally throwing if you do this. Here's a round from NIP versus Tyloo at DreamHack Dallas 2019. Get Right and Force are going to try to scrim out long with flashes, but you can see the 3-1-1 setup counters this long aggression really well with a Molotov and obviously counter flashes. So here's Force's POV. He ends up getting blind even as the second spawn out while eating the Molotov. PETA wants to help them as well. He doesn't actually have a smoke out initially, but in the end it doesn't really matter because we're from Lincoln Park. So to play this 3-1-1 setup, Tyloo has X-Rit just hold counter flashes immediately from connector. His job is to then worry about anybody that's creeping up cat really quickly. Looking at the minimap, we see that we don't really have anyone in control of cat. Attacker is going to be the first spawn into long. He's going to throw that initial Molotov and just swing out, knowing that he has support flashes behind him, and knowing that the teams will be blind as they run out. Bentet is going to be the second spawn out. He's basically playing anti-flash initially after throwing that first flash, and as he senses the long aggression, he throws one more counter flash behind him and even throws a secondary Molotov to deny the counter aggression. Another strength of the 3-1-1 is holding cat aggression as well. We can see NIP are trying to execute a drop-down strategy by smoking CT spawn, jumping down, and creating that second avenue of attack. Unfortunately, the 3-1-1 setup is strong enough so that it doesn't even matter as well. Here we can see X-Crits opping A ramp. We have Attacker actually holding long corner, and Bentet is reading this hit perfectly and knows it's coming, so he's gonna line up a smoke in front of Car to help him fight this drop-down strategy. In a more normal situation, you'd probably see Bentet playing connector corner. Attacker rotates in, knowing that most drop-down strategies don't have one person lurking long, and with that you can see how strong just having 3 people around this A-bomb site is to defend it. Every strategy has its weakness, and in this 3-1-1 setup, the weakness is being prone to mid-B splits. So here, NIP are obviously running a mid-B split with a nice smoke on that right side box to cover the jump up. And from Tyloo's point of view, they are absolutely gonna get destroyed because you don't have any control of tunnel. You're getting split from basically 3 angles, window, door, and tunnel. Good pop flashes from NIP just destroy the B-bomb site, and now you're in a 3v5, and it's basically impossible to retake as a CT. So we saw Tyloo hold their 3-1-1 with a Molotov into the longhouse, and a bunch of counter flashes like so, and just freehanding one off the wall like that, which will blind anyone trying to come out. An alternate version of doing this is having the third person actually smoke longhouse right away, just like that. and then coming to this connector area to throw some flashes, however you want to throw them, whether it's like this or like that. First person, instead of mollying Longhouse, what he can do is just throw a Molotov off of this area of the wall, which lands into this blue bin area. That's gonna basically deny anyone trying to scrim out and hide in blue to try to fight a little bit later. And of course, you pair this with your counter flashes like that. You can counter flash just bouncing it off this wall. But either way, counter flash, you swing out here, there's going to be a smoke here, there's going to be a Molotov here, and anyone that's blind is going to be easy pickings or burning in this blue bin Molotov. So anyway, that covers the 3-1-1 setup. I'm sure most of you know how to play your standard 2-1-2, so just mix in the 3-1-1 and you'll have a lot better success with holding the A bomb site. So anyway, thanks for watching.